Aloha, Kauai. This is your County of Kauai briefing for Thursday, July 28th. My name is Bradley Pratt, and I'm a summer intern here at the Office of the Mayor. Last week, Friday, we held a blessing to commemorate the completion of the Mana Olana Emergency and Transitional Shelter Improvements Project at Kauai Economic Opportunity in Lihue. Through this project, we connected KEO's facility to our county wastewater system, which will allow KEO to expand their homeless shelter, increasing available beds and transitional housing units. We also eliminated 6 problematic septic systems and resurfaced both parking lots, reducing future maintenance costs and protecting groundwater integrity. We thank our state, county, and federal partners and all stakeholders involved in this important project, which was completed in just 10 months since conception. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline is now reachable by dialing 988. This dialing code is available to everyone across the United States. When someone calls, texts, or chats to 988, they will be connected to counselors that are part of the existing Lifeline network, who will listen and provide support for callers, connecting them to resources if necessary. Please, if you're thinking about suicide or are worried about a friend or loved one, talk to someone now. For more information, please visit 988lifeline.org. Now for an update on COVID-19. We are sad to announce another fatality from COVID-19, a male resident in his 70s who is hospitalized. Our condolences are with his family. Case counts came down slightly here and statewide over the past week. Kauai's 7-day average is at 24 cases a day, down from 27 cases last week. Statewide, the average is 573 cases a day, down from 574 the week before. The actual numbers are higher because this data does not include home tests. Our hospitals and healthcare system are managing cases and have adequate capacity. For more, we turn to Kauai District Health Officer Dr. Janet Behrman.
Thanks, Brad. With school back in session next week, families can take precautions to protect themselves and help slow the spread of COVID in our community. Safety measures include wearing a well-fitting mask indoors and getting up to date with your vaccinations and boosters. And of course, stay home if you're sick. If you test positive, contact your healthcare provider to see if you should receive treatment for COVID. The treatments are most effective if taken as soon as possible after you get sick. You can give COVID to someone else for as long as 10 days after the day you got sick. Although isolation is generally recommended for only 5 days, you should be very careful to wear a mask whenever you're around other people for an additional 5 days so you don't accidentally spread COVID. Everyone aged 6 months and older should get vaccinated, and everyone has a choice of Moderna or Pfizer vaccines. The FDA has authorized the Novavax COVID vaccine for emergency use, and the CDC recommended it as an option for adults 18 years of age and older who have not yet been vaccinated. Novavax is not yet available, but we expect it to arrive soon. We will provide updates when this vaccine becomes available here. Last week, Kauai reported its first monkeypox case. This was a non-resident who was diagnosed on Kauai and whose case is associated with travel outside of Hawaii. With the World Health Organization declaring monkeypox a global health emergency, we should all stay informed about this disease. Nationwide and in Hawaii, the current cases are primarily spreading among social networks of gay, bisexual, and other men who have sex with men. The risk to most Hawaii residents remains low. However, anyone who has close contact with someone who is sick with monkeypox can be infected, regardless of sexual orientation or gender identity. Individuals with monkeypox symptoms, including flu-like symptoms, swollen lymph nodes, or new or unexplained rash or sores, should immediately contact their healthcare provider. The Jynneos vaccine for prevention of monkeypox is currently available in very limited supply for those 18 years of age and older who meet eligibility requirements. Individuals are eligible for the vaccine if they had a known exposure to someone with monkeypox in the last 14 days. Those who have had high-risk intimate contact in places where monkeypox is known to be spreading in the last 14 days are also eligible. Individuals who are eligible should call the Department of Health at 808-586-4462 for an appointment. The line is available Monday to Friday from 7:45 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Individuals who call outside of regular business hours can leave a voicemail. Appointment scheduling is not currently available through individual providers. The Department of Health's Kauai District Health Office is conducting a community assessment for public health emergency response, also known as a CASPER survey. This survey will assess the community's perception of Kauai's COVID-19 response and current household emergency preparedness. Your participation will help us understand how the community sees our COVID-19 response efforts over the past 2 years. It will build upon what we've learned from prior CASPER surveys about household emergency preparedness. Survey teams are going door to door this week in neighborhoods around Kauai. Only selected households are eligible to participate. Survey teams are comprised of Department of Health staff with support from the Kauai Medical Reserve Corps and the American Red Cross. Team members carry identification cards and wear vests identifying themselves as part of the DOH survey team. Survey teams also wear face masks and observe physical distancing. Selected households may also complete the survey by phone. The survey takes about 10 minutes to complete and all responses are confidential. Survey teams will not collect names or addresses. We greatly appreciate the participation of Kauai residents in this island-wide survey effort that enables the Kauai District Health Office to meet our community's needs before, during, and after a disaster.
Thanks, Dr. B. Lastly, I'd like to say a special mahalo to Mark Perriello and everyone at Kauai Chamber of Commerce and Gather Federal Credit Union for hosting a wonderful luncheon on Wednesday, where Mayor Kawakami was able to share our administration's vision and work we've completed these past 4 years. Mayor was honored to address your questions, hear your concerns, and connect with so many of our community members. Until next time, Kauai, mahalo.